Alright guys, before I start the video, I just want to apologize for my last upload. I actually just watched it and I saw that there was so much fucking stuttering going on. If you guys didn't know, I'm using a phone to record this video, and I used an app to kind of edit the video, to put the video together, and then I uploaded it to YouTube. So without even checking it, without even checking the quality. So I just saw that it was stuttering. The app is absolute trash. It was like an editor app on your phone to try and edit the videos. But after watching it, the video, the stuttering was fucking annoying as heck. So I apologize for that. So onto the video. Ever since Deontay Wilder's KO victory over Dominic Breazeale this past weekend, the Deontay Wilder fangirl base has been in full effect. I mean, I've seen because Showtime and several other platforms, YouTube channels have posted like the obviously the savage KO victory of over Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale, and it's been flooded with comments by Deontay Wilder fangirl channels. Oh no, fangirl subscribers. And if you read the comments, they're saying shit like, "Oh, now I see why Joshua doesn't want to fight Deontay Wilder. Now I see, why Eddie Hearn's keeping Anthony Joshua away from Deontay Wilder. Oh, that's what's gonna happen to Anthony Joshua if he fought Deontay Wilder." First of all, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I've seen so many people in the comments section of like the Showtime video where they showed this knockout that Deontay Wilder did against Dominic Breazeale. I've seen so many people in that comment section saying, "Oh, that's why Anthony Joshua don't want to fight this man on the screen, Deontay Wilder. That's why, bitch. The only one who rejected a fight, $100 million to fight Anthony Joshua this year was Deontay Wilder. So what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? This is literally just these are literally just new fangirls, new Deontay Wilder fangirls who saw this knockout of Deontay Wilder over the weekend. Then they found the LDBC channel and they were like, oh, and they saw that the LDBC channel was saying, "Oh, Joshua, he ducking Deontay Wilder." So then they're like, "Oh shit, now I'm gonna leave a comment on this knockout video of Dominic Breazeale and say that this is why this is why Anthony Joshua was ducking Deontay Wilder." Bitch, Deontay Wilder ducked Anthony Joshua this year. What the fuck are you talking about? Second, stop comparing Anthony Joshua to Dominic Breazeale. Stop comparing Anthony Joshua to Dominic Breazeale. Dominic Breazeale is a guy who got a gift decision against Fred Cassie. Fred Cassie, a guy who's 5'10", beat Dominic Breazeale, but they gave Dominic Breazeale the victory. So you're really celebrating the fact that Deontay Wilder knocked out Dominic Breazeale, a guy who got a gift decision against Fred Cassie. A guy who Anthony Joshua beat in his 17 pro fight. Deontay Wilder knocked him out faster, yes, but he beat him in his 42nd fight, not his 17th fight. So you're really going to be praising this guy for beating a guy who got a gift decision against Fred Cassie? How good of a fighter is Dominic Breazeale? The guy has no defense, right? The guy has no defense. So stop comparing Dominic Breazeale to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is a totally different fighter. I've been telling you guys for a long time, styles make fights. Styles make fights. Do you really think Anthony Joshua is going to be going after Deontay Wilder with no head movement, with no jab? Do you really look at when Gerard Washington fought Deontay Wilder? You notice how it went longer than Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale. Why? What's his name? Washington was throwing a jab. Look at how Tyson Fury was able to go 12 rounds with Deontay Wilder. Why? He was savvy. He was a boxer. He was using head movement. Look at how Arthur Smilka was able to go several rounds with Deontay. Look at how Bermane Stiverne was able to go several rounds. You want to know why Bermane Stiverne was able to go several rounds in the first fight with Deontay Wilder? Because he has a shell-like crab defense. He was sticking his head down and he was coming forward, but he was defending himself. Look at how Johan Duhaupas won 11 rounds with Deontay Wilder. Why? He had his hands up covering up. He wasn't just coming forward with no defense. These subtle things that fighters do against Deontay Wilder, when it comes to like using their head, using feints, putting a high guard up to defend his oncoming right hands, doing those subtle things against Deontay Wilder made these lesser fighters than Anthony Joshua go several rounds with Deontay Wilder. Do not look at Deontay Wilder knocking out Dominic Breazeale cold, with one right hand and think to yourself, okay, that means he's going to do that to Anthony Joshua. That means he's going to do that to Anthony Joshua because he did it to Dominic Breazeale. So he's definitely going to knock out Anthony Joshua in one round. Oh yeah, he's definitely going to do it. Again, styles make fights. This was always going to happen against Dominic Breazeale. If it didn't happen in the first round, it would have happened in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th round. It would have happened at some point because you can't go fighting Deontay Wilder with no head movement. You can't do that. That is suicide. On my video where I said Deontay Wilder is going to KO Dominic Breazeale in one round, I said it is suicide. It is suicide for you, for any heavyweight, to go forward against Deontay Wilder with no head movement. You will get knocked out unconscious. I said that in that video. And this is why Deontay Wilder knocked out Dominic Breazeale. Not because Deontay Wilder could do this, not because Dominic Breazeale was such an elite fighter and, Deontay Wilder was just that good that he could knock out an elite fighter in one round. No, it was more to do with the fact that Dominic Breazeale has a horrible defense, does not know how to use his head, and he basically made it easy for Deontay Wilder to knock him out cold, okay? Other fighters, other heavyweights who actually know how to use their head, who actually know how to use feints, that's why they're able to go 12 rounds against Deontay Wilder. That's why they're able to go take Wilder several rounds, because just using these other abilities, these other boxing skills, these other set of boxing skills make a massive difference. So if you really think that Deontay Wilder would just KO Anthony Joshua in one round, again, it's all about styles, people. I keep telling you guys, styles make fights. And by the way, I'm not saying Deontay Wilder can't knock out Anthony Joshua in one round. Maybe he could. This is boxing. Maybe he catches him. But I think it's going to be way more difficult for Wilder because Anthony Joshua is going to be bringing a whole another set of two. He has a whole set of two tools in his arsenal that are way better than someone like Dominic Breazeale. Okay? And the same thing goes for Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder could get knocked out against Anthony Joshua. Let's not forget that Deontay Wilder got rocked against Eric Molina, Joe Hinduapaz. Even Dominic Breazeale, in the 1 minute and 22 seconds that they fought, even Dominic Breazeale managed to wobble Deontay Wilder. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'm out, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.